Welcome to the AI and Future of Work podcast. I'm Marcus Chen, joined by Sofia Rodriguez. Today, we're diving deep into Nomad Onboard, build an AI-powered client onboarding system that travels with you, and how it can transform your life as a digital nomad. If you want to work smarter, earn more, and reclaim your time through AI, you're in the right place. Let's get into it.
Quick story to hook you. I knew a designer who lost a steady client because her onboarding was a mess. Late replies, a vague scope, and a contract that never got signed. The client felt ignored and walked. That cost her thousands, and worse, trust. Today, we'll show you a system that cuts onboarding time by 60 to 90%, preserves your brand voice, and keeps humans in control.
Let's make this actually work for you. Before we jump into tools, we need to be clear about the pain points. Repetitive back and forth emails, inconsistent messaging that dilutes your brand, time zone scheduling friction, unsigned contracts, and scope creep that eats your margin. Those are the real drains on Nomad's time and cash flow.
Exactly. Picture the typical onboarding. Manual intake via email, then a handcrafted welcome message that probably varies every time. Manual contract creation, and guesswork about time zones. That means lost hours every project start. The promise of an AI-powered portable onboarding stock is to replace the repetitive steps while keeping a human in the loop for judgment calls.
And the ethical principles matter. Consent and transparency. Tell clients you use AI. Data minimization. Only send what's necessary to LLMs. And human review. Automate drafts, but require a quick human approval on contract and scope confirmations. Those guardrails keep client trust intact.
High-level architecture, intake form, LLM personalization, document generation, e-sign, time zone-aware scheduler, status store. The state store can be Airtable or Notion, orchestration via Zapier or Make, e-sign with DocuSign or HelloSign, and a hosted LLM or API-based LLM for personalization. Each choice has trade-offs: uptime, cost, data residency, and ease of use.
Quick comparisons to help pick. Airtable is faster for relational data, views, and low-code automations. Notion is friendlier for narrative handoff and templates. Zapier is simple and beginner-friendly. Make, Integromat, gives more complex branching and data transformation for lower cost. DocuSign has wide enterprise acceptance and advanced workflows. HelloSign is simpler and cheaper for solo pros. For LLMs, a hosted small LLM provider simplifies local deployment and costs, while API access to large providers gives capability, but you must limit PII.
Here's the exact prompt stack I recommend for a minimum viable system. Airtable base for client state, Typeform or Jotform for intake, a hosted LLM endpoint for personalization, or OpenAI API with data minimization, Make for orchestration, HelloSign for e-sign, and Calendly for time zone-aware scheduling hooked into the workflow. Now, the prompts. Use them as is and tweak voice tokens for your brand.
Intake summarization prompt. You are a professional onboarding assistant. Summarize this client intake into a 5-point project brief. Key objectives, deliverables, preferred tone, budget range, and critical deadlines. Keep it under 120 words and flag any missing mandatory items: scope, budget, timeline. Output as JSON with keys, brief, flags.
You are the voice of brand name. Write a 150 to 220 word welcome email that sounds friendly, professional, and confident. Include 1 short project summary, 2 next steps with estimated time to kickoff, 3 link to contract, and 4 request to confirm time zone. Use a warm tone if client indicated creative, or direct tone if client indicated enterprise.
You are a scope check assistant. Compare the client intake and the proposed statement of work. Return 1 matched items, 2 missing items that increase risk, 3 suggested clarifying questions to send to the client. Mark high-risk items with escalate. This prompt powers an automated check that flags things for human review rather than auto-approving them.
Weekend implementation roadmap? Do this in 3 focused blocks. Friday evening, wire up intake in Airtable/Notion and create the intake to brief automation. Saturday morning, plug in the LLM with the summarization and welcome templates, build the scope check flow and human approval toggle. Saturday afternoon, configure e-sign and scheduling automations. Sunday, run test clients, refine prompts, and document your fallback escalation steps.
So, example zap/make flow, form submission, Airtable record creation, call LLM to generate brief and welcome, create draft email in Gmail with label review, notify you in Slack or mobile with one-click approve send. E-sign link is populated and sent after approval. That one-click human approval is the safety gate.
Before automation, average onboarding took 4.5 hours of billable and admin time per client, and a 68% first-week retention. After automation with human review, onboarding drops to 30 to 90 minutes of active work and retention climbs to 82 to 88%. Conversion rates on proposals also improve because responses are faster and clearer. Real listener case. A freelance marketer reported saving 12 hours monthly and closing one extra client per month after implementing this stack.
Potential pitfalls, privacy leakage, over-automation that feels robotic, and brand drift, where the AI tone slowly deviates from your voice. Mitigations. Mandatory human review on contractual language and pricing, redact or pseudonymized PII before sending to LLMs, and maintain a short approved style guide that the LLM references on each generation. If the scope check flags escalate, route to a live review before any commitment.
Operational maintenance. Start small with one template and one automation. Log errors in Airtable, schedule a monthly workflow check, and keep your stack minimal to avoid brittle integrations. If you need enterprise-grade data residency, prefer a hosted LLM with contractual protections rather than public APIs for sensitive data.
And a quick human rule. If the client seems confused or the project is high stakes, pick up the phone. Automation speeds you up, but warmth and clarity still win the relationship.
All right, your weekend checklist, 3 plug-and-play prompts, templates, and a step-by-step roadmap are all available at ai-nomad.com/onboard. Download them, run the weekend build, and report back. Automate the ordinary, amplify the extraordinary.
That's our complete breakdown of Nomad Onboard. Build an AI-powered client onboarding system that travels with you. Remember consent, transparency, and human-in-the-loop review as you automate. Head to ai.nomad.com/onboard to access the checklist, templates, and the 3 prompts we mentioned. While you're there, check out the weekend roadmap and governance scripts. Subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Thanks for listening. Automate the ordinary, amplify the extraordinary. Here's to working smarter and keeping the human touch in every client relationship.